What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome on back to Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. And we are here in the Theud Tribe's village, the last but not least for the moot that we need to gather the people for. And these are the mages and the spellcaster types, so I'm already feeling pretty untrusting of all this, to say the least. I'm sure this is going to be my least favorite encounter.
Greetings, walker in the weirdness.
Man slid across.
Presence heralds the end of our vigil.
Getting his MJ on. What vigil are you talking about?
The Theud Tribe longs to dream Mother's dream. It is our greatest desire, our deepest happiness. Mother told Senja, schooled sister, when the one who walks in the weirdness arrives, then your time will come, my children. You will fall into the sleep, and we will be together forever. Everyone aids Senja in her dreaming, except Chieftain Yngvi and your humble servant, Schooled. Because of this, Mother's grace flows upon us all, and Senja's sleep remains strong and true.
Who is your mother?
Mother is everywhere. You can see her image there, towering over our lands. We long to surrender to her. In her warm embrace, we will find eternal shelter.
An eternal sleep sounds like death.
Schooled is not worthy to reveal Mother's secrets, not even to the walker in the weirdness. If Chieftain Yngvi decides to tell the walker more, then it shall be done.
Sleep that never comes. And this is why I don't like mages, man, and all that, like, superstitious, like, magic spellcasting shit. This is gonna put all the people in a dreamland never to wake up ever again. That's... that's all too much for me. I'm more of a traditional kind of, sword and board, big two-handed axe kind of guy. I can't get down with stuff like that. Well, let's put a stop to this nonsense before they kill their entire fucking tribe.
You are here, walker in the
You
weirdness.
seem young for a chieftain.
Your arrival heralds change.
I'm looking for Chieftain Yngvi.
I am Yngvi. May my stature not surprise you. For the Theud, it is what you bring to the tribe that matters. I bring myself, my skills, and my devotion. I am my tribe's servant.
The voice of the tribes calls you to the moot.
I've heard the voice, but I cannot answer its call. The members of the Theud Tribe are preparing to fall into sleep, and it is my duty to ensure their safety while they do.
What is this? Sleep.
We sleep to dream the mother's dream. It is sacred to the Theud. Until now, only Senya has dreamed, and before her, a long line of devoted and sensitive Theud warriors. Through the dream, we commune with our guardian giant, the one we call Mother. Now Mother wishes for all of us to join her. She promises to protect us from the weirdness.
How is the dream supposed to protect you from the weirdness?
Mother promises that the strength of the Theud's united dreaming will repel the weirdness and encompass the entire forlorn swords. By embracing the dream, the Theuds will protect not only themselves, but all of the Delrida too. The Theuds have long believed the world is heading towards self-destruction, and we are now on the brink of the end times.
How about you try and help everybody put a
There
stop
is
to
a way
that?
to prevent that. We will do everything in our power to make it so.
But only for the forlorn swords, huh? What makes you so sure that the dream will help?
We are not sure, but we have faith. It has to be enough.
You're gambling a lot on not sure. Is that the only way to help the tribes? I'm trying to do it differently.
You are the walker in the weirdness. You can do far more than we ever could. We have tried everything. Magic, diplomacy. Some of us even joined One Eye's rebellion. But it wasn't enough. We needed Mother to show us the way. She said that only by joining her dream in another realm can we truly affect the reality we know.
Why are you so sure the end is near?
We became certain the moment you set foot in our lands. Your arrival was foretold by Mother. She said that when the Walker in the Wyrdness arrives, it will be time to fall into the sleep. Through our dream, we will save ourselves from the end of days.
The Theud Tribe worships a giant.
The Gunvalder tribe did the same. They worshipped their giant
They
too.
worship multiple giants, actually.
We believe King Arthur entrusted us with his crown for a reason. There's always been a special bond between the Delrida and the giants, going back to the Age of Legends.
Perhaps Arthur could prevent you from falling into sleep.
Perhaps. He was the only man who could speak to the giants as an equal. But how could we find out now? The king is dead, and he's not coming back. This is our last chance to make a difference. We need to trust Mother.
Okay. If I help your tribe, will you come to the moot?
How do you think you can help us? Can you do more than walk the Wyrdness? Can you walk through dreams too? If that's the case, I won't stop you from entering. Mother will decide if you're of use to her. But don't you dare harm her, even if you can. If you do, you'll have the entire Theud Tribe against you. That much I'm sure of.
We'll see. I will enter Mother's dream and find out how to help the Theud Tribe.
As you wish, Walker in the Wyrdness. I won't make
She's so
any
calm, it's like
decisions about
unsettling.
dreaming until you return with answers. Or the will of the Mother.
She's like way too calm and like sweet as she speaks. It's like unnerving. Too much bubble. The dreaming. Well, I guess we're going into Wyrdness land again. Yeah, I don't buy the whole, like, if they sleep, it'll put a shield above the entire forlorn swords. If that was the case, why wouldn't they have done it forever ago, you know?
It gladdens school to see you here, for it means we draw ever closer to Sonder. Behold the dreaming, our true home.
If you could just fall asleep to shield the world from the Wyrdness, why wouldn't Merlin and King Arthur have done that? Why did they need the Menhirs and to mess around with everything they messed with? What is my role here?
Yngvi believes you may unravel the burdens that weigh upon some of the Theud. Without freeing them from these burdens, they cannot enter Mother's chamber, where each of us must drift into ever deeper dreaming, until at last we reach Sonder.
What of Yngvi? She is not here among you.
Yngvi's burden is to guard the village of Theud, to safeguard Mother, and to ensure that all members of the Theud Tribe journey towards Sonder.
So she just stays there alone forever?
She waits the right sign. When it comes, only then will she choose her fate.
What exactly are these burdens?
Life, unfulfilled duties, feelings that tether the soul, keeping it from sinking into the dreaming's embrace. Each of us carries burdens. Once, we of Theud would end our vigil and return to wakefulness, striving to cast off these burdens through life itself. But your arrival ended the vigil. It began the dreaming, and Theud may no longer wake, not unless such is Mother's will.
Let's hop to it then, shall we?
You, don't just stand there. Help me find Vilekin. I know that filthy swine is hiding somewhere around here. We have to find him.
Who is Vilekin?
A filthy beast. A mongrel who tried to put his hands where they didn't belong. Oh, how I wish I had cut them off when I had the chance. But he fled. And now he's entered the vigil, and I will not let him go any further. If he dares try to harm her again, I swear...
Who did he try to harm?
Senya. I swore to protect her, but I failed. I chased Vilekin from her bedside, then from the tribe. But he still managed to worm his way into the vigil. I need to find him. As long as he's out there, Senya will never be safe. And I will never be able to join her in Sonder.
How do you know this Vilekin is here?
Because I saw him. I tried to give chase, but he's surprisingly good at slipping away in this place. He cannot be allowed into Sonder. There is no place for the likes of him among the dreaming. His very presence would be like poison.
I will find Vilekin for you.
Good. I'll wait for you here. Bring me his head so I can finally dream in peace.
Rip Bozo, I guess, right? I guess he ain't getting the peaceful forever sleep like everybody else.
Behold, Walker. This is one of Mother's earthly faces. She watches over
pretty
us
cool
now
place.
in the dreaming, as she once did in the waking world. I believe Mather watches your path with great intent, as do I.
Alright, little guy. Apparently it's time for you to get chopped. Well, we didn't get his head like she wanted. He kind of just evaporated, but... His form speaks a lot for who he was as a person, right? The rest of them are in here as regular people, and he's in this place as like some ghastly shade. No qualms about that. Sounds like he was a rapist anyway.
Have you found him? Have you killed him?
Yes, he is Vulcan's head.
Oh, thank Mother. Senya is finally safe, and now I can see her again. Thank you. Wait, who are you exactly?
Now you ask.
You look like an outsider, yet you entered the dreaming.
Your people call me Walker in the Wyrdness.
Walker in the Wyrdness? You? Oh, thank Mother. That means the vigil will soon end, and we will all be together. And I will see Senya again.
You seem to miss Senya a lot.
I do. I swore to watch over her in her sleep, and it has been an honor, but I miss her presence. I miss the sound of her voice. She's so still when she dreams. I wish she would smile again. Have a good sleep, I guess. Thank you, Walker in the Wyrdness. Now that wretch is finally gone, I surely will.
It was easy prey indeed. Okay, who's next? Do this one next. This is a cool little concept, having the entire village in a dream world. The people coming up for concept quest designs in this game actually did a really good job, because there's a bunch of really cool conceptual things here that must have been very good on the storyboard side of things.
Walker in the Wyrdness. You're here. Finally. You have to listen to me.
That's why I'm here. What troubles you?
I need to speak with Yngvi. But ever since the dream began, I can't leave this place. She must hear this before it's too late.
If I help you, will you enter Sonder?
That's exactly the problem. Sonder is a trap. No one can go there. Especially not Yngvi. Please, I'm begging you. You have to help us.
Sonder is a trap? What do you mean?
The Giant Mother, the one we believe to be Mather, wants us to become her children, to surrender ourselves to her care. But why did we ever assume she was Mather? Our Mother Goddess was a warrior. She gave us the strength to stand against adversity, to unite against those who seek to destroy the Dalriada. And what is this dream, if not turning our backs on our kin? On the other tribes who still fight?
He's not wrong.
Are we to crawl under Mother's skirts while the world burns?
He's got the right kind of thought process, at least the same one as me. I thought Sonder was every dude's purpose.
Sonder is an escape. And now, I see it clearer than ever. If we flee into Sonder instead of standing and fighting, we are no longer Dalriada. There is no honor in this. We are on the verge of losing everything. Our identity as Theud. Our very souls.
So you want me to relay your message to Yngvi, that's all?
I don't know if it'll be enough. But you have to try. Tell Yngvi that Rune reminds her of the duty of every Dalriada. We stand and fight. We dunny run. The Giant Mother is not Mother. She's nothing but a weak, selfish wretch who would see the Theud destroyed.
If I refuse, you won't enter Sonder anyway. And you don't want to.
I know my plea must sound desperate. If you grant my request, I'll enter Sonder. I'll be thrown into it whether I want it or no. But if that is the only way to save the tribe, then I will do it. I will sacrifice myself for them.
And I just dip out of here whenever I like. Seems like it. Okay, we'll tell her about what he's trying to relay, although I imagine she'll just say he's weak of spirit or something and send him back on down to the chopping block. He makes a great point. Like, why would you just assume that this thing is trying to take care of you? And not only that, yeah, it is cowardice. You are running away when the rest of the world is fighting for its future. You're slipping away into a dream state.
Walker in the Wyrdness.
The voice of the tribes calls you to the moon.
I've heard the
We'll go through this. I'm here on Rune's behalf. It's important.
Ah, Runa. I suppose that means you simply must tell me whatever it is. Just because it is his wish. He has told you, I hope, how much he longed to become chieftain. He tried everything to be chosen. One of those attempts nearly cost me my life. But among the Theud, ambition is one of the gravest sins. That is why I was chosen as chieftain. I was the only one who did not seek it.
Rune believes Sonder is a death trap for the Theud.
Does he now? And he's only just come to this realization. Now that he's in there, and I'm stuck here. Let me guess. He wants to switch places. To take the chieftain's seat while there's still a tribe left to lead.
Rune knows that once I rid him of his burden, he will be forced into Sonder, even though he doesn't want to.
Sacrificing himself for the tribe? That is unlike Runa. It does make me wonder. You don't know Runa like I do. He would never do anything that doesn't serve his ambitions. But entering Sonder goes against his desires. And if someone like him acts against his own nature, it's worth considering why.
What will you decide?
The difference between us is that I face my challenges, while Runa flees from his at all costs. Taking him at his word would be naive, but I cannot ignore what he says. I bear a great responsibility. On the one hand, there is the myth the Theud have followed for centuries. On the other, my own doubts, and the opinion of a man who's known to work against me. Tell me, Walker in the Wyrdness, you do not share our burdens. What would you do in my place?
Sonder seems suspicious. You should think carefully before you follow this path.
I will. You have my word. You, Walker in the Wyrdness, see things in a way the Theud cannot. We've always placed our trust in intuition. And if mine tells me there may be truth in Runa's words, perhaps I should heed by it. Thank you for your involvement. My duty as chieftain is to hear the voices of my entire tribe, even those who are not respected, like Runa. You may leave me to my thoughts now.
Fair enough. And I'm gonna go back and tell him. She kind of took that half like I thought she would, and the other half was better than I thought she would, but she did ultimately just kind of call him like a scrub, right? She just kind of just like, yeah, he's like a selfish prick. He serves his own interests, but I'll think about it. So she's gonna take that under advisement, which essentially means, you know, not your problem.
Yngvi has proven herself a worthy chieftain. She heard my plea.
Wow. You have a bad reputation in this tribe for how you act.
You are the walker in the weirdness. You walk where few dare. I don't feel worthy of asking for your help.
Tell me what's bothering you.
I need help. Not for myself, but for those I have failed. My mate Sidara, my friend Bodil, and I went to the Giant's Barrow. We sought knowledge, a sign that we still walked toward Mother's dream. But what we found instead was ruin. Bodil, our companion, did not return. And Sidara, the White's touch took hold of her. She's no longer herself.
So what needs to be done?
Find Bodil. End his suffering. And Sidara. She still sleeps, but her soul cannot rest. They must be freed from this curse. Then, at last, we will have peace. We will join Mother in her sleep.
Where can I find them?
Bodil's earthly vessel might still be in the White's lair. As for Sidara, she sleeps in our hut, beside me. I feel her. So close yet so distant. Please, bring back my loved ones. Free their souls. Then, maybe we can find ourselves again. Join the Mother.
Back out into the real world again. Maybe we should... Let's get the last quest too while we're here, actually, because... if he's gonna send us outside too, we may as well get them both done and then come back with both.
Ho ho ho, you're here. Munvarth knew you'd come, even before we headed to the Mother's chamber.
Who's Munvarth?
He's my friend. My raven friend. I mean, he's a raven.
I love ravens. It's my favorite bird.
And he's the reason we're worried.
That's why I was so hyped up to find the Children of Morrigan questline, actually.
It's my stupid head. Always forgetting things. Before I entered the Mother's dream, I told myself, Yarnsver, remember to let Munvarth out. And, of course, I forgot. Damned useless head. I'd rip it off my shoulders and toss it into the abyss if I could.
I'll help set the raven free.
You will. I'd do it myself, but I can't go back anymore. For Theud's, dreams are a one-way journey. Both Munvarth and I would be forever grateful. Here, this is the key to his cage. It works like any key. Just stick it in the lock and turn it. I hope I can travel back to the Waken world. And please, make sure to apologize to Munvarth for me.
Sure.
Did you manage? Oh,
Can go set his bird free. I wouldn't want it to be stuck in there, not able to get food anyways. I guess he can't bring his pet with him into the never-ending dream. Which is a kind of a shitty deal, actually, when you think about it. Personally, I would very much like to take my pets if I was going on something like that. Gotta make a bargain for them, too. Alright, where is his pet bird? Where's your hut, my friend? There you go. Okay, now where was the other one? Enter the void. Must kill him. Okay, so we gotta kill one of these people. Did he want me to dust his girlfriend that's like sitting next to him in the bed too? Surely not, right? Surely he doesn't want me to just clobber her with an axe in her sleep.
The throne.
You want me to just... Am I supposed to just bonk her? Okay, I got it. I did have to just kill her because she is going to become a white. Did she kill... I wonder if she killed... Well, he's not even here. He said he was in the bed next to her. I guess not. I was gonna say, I wonder if she ended up killing him in his sleep. The giant's lair's not too far away at all. It's right up there. Yeah, I actually came down here. I guess the one quest I did for the giant's blessings would have naturally brought me to the Theuds if I had gone the way that I was supposed to go instead of coming down this mountain. We've already communicated with a bunch of the giants, so... Giant's Barrow. Yeah, needless to say, we're gonna break this tradition too. We're not gonna have all these people get zipped off into the netherworld to sleep their lives away. That's not my prerogative at all. Giants look so gnarly with the no face. $59. Yoink up all them to sell. There's multiple giants down here. I want to learn more about them really badly. Like, I want to see how they died. Based on what the guy leading the moot was saying, we might be fighting giants once we go past that door. I'm guessing that's our friend. Definitely got here too late for him. A lot of times they look like they were chained up too, the giants. Like there's one inside the Forlorn Swords where he's literally like staked into the ground. That was a hidden passage. No, we're not gonna go back and check that. I want to, but we gotta get the main story going. This episode's already been running a decent chunk of time. Maybe the people, because it seems like King Arthur convinced the giants to help them fight for Avalon. But with the way I'm seeing them all chained up and stuff, it seems like the people eventually turned on the giants after we got Avalon, when we didn't need them anymore. Because a lot of the times they're like staked down into the ground, they're tied up, they're chains like slaves almost. I feel like they were turned on. Okay, well that takes care of all the tasks we needed to do.
I felt it. The weight, it is lifted. Their souls are free, and now there is only one more task to be done. You must send me to her. Wherever Sidara may be, I will follow. And I know we will be closer to Mother then.
You want me to kill you? Are you certain?
More than I have ever been. But listen, my body still clings to this world. The flesh resists what the soul has already accepted. When the moment comes, I may fight.
I wouldn't worry about that part too much.
Because I wish to, but because I am still bound to this place, still outside Sonder. Not hesitate, strike true, and when I am gone, let the wind carry my name to Mother.
I mean, his goal is dead. His wife is dead. His best friend is dead. Can I talk you out of just dying for no reason?
And yet, there is no other way. If you will not raise your blade, then I must raise mine. Not out of hate, not out of fear.
Okay. Well,
but so you do not have to make the choice yourself. Forgive me.
there was no option there after all. And last but not least...
Hello, it is you. Did you manage to free him from the cage?
I did. Yes, I freed him.
Thank you. I hope he finds a new home, or at least some other ravens to keep him company. And I can already feel my burden lifting. Now I can join Mother and Senya in your chamber.
Okay. That's all those done. Now I gotta talk to Scold. What did that say? At the entrance of the Mother's chamber. Well, I guess we are gonna speak to the god then. Oh, that's why that little shit ran to was right outside the entrance of Mother's chamber. He's hiding there, waiting to sneak in, I guess. On that little side path.
You have come, Walker in the Wyrdness. Jarnsfor, Rune, Alfild, Trim. You do not yet grasp the weight you have lifted from their shoulders. No matter how great or small their burden, it still bound them, kept them from journeying towards the deepest layer of the dreaming. But now they may step into Mother's chamber, and you shall be granted this privilege as well. After all, this is why you are here, is it not?
It's time to enter. Well, actually, I want Yngvi to attend the moot.
Yes. That is why you will enter Mother's chamber, Walker. The choices that must be made shall be made within. No matter the outcome, you have the gratitude of all Theud. Were it not for you, we could not have embraced the dreaming. We could not have stood before Mother's chamber.
It's time to enter them.
Indeed, the time has come.
We're obviously gonna drop a fat save before we walk in here, because they're the last tribe I need to attend the moot. So, fuck this up. Might do a teensy little bit of save scum in there.
I have watched your journey, Walker in the Wyrdness. I saw how you helped the lost Theud children face their burdens, the weight that kept them from entering this chamber. For that, you have my gratitude.
I know what this is.
But I know you have your own purpose. Now tell me what it is.
This right here is that torturous bullshit that Merlin made when he was trying to keep King Arthur alive. These people are alive and kept there forever, unable to move, but still able to think and speak. So is that what the dreaming is? She's gonna do this to everybody? No thank you on that. Okay. I want Yngvi to attend the moot.
So you have chosen to follow the voice of the tribes and his fading hope. Gerfan, a man who so desperately wished to be a unifier. who carry such a deep thirst for retribution, while I strengthened my bonds with the human children of the Theud Tribe. I learned much of his mission. He believes tradition can be a driving force, that some things must unfold as they always have. That is why he waits for Yngvi. But Yngvi's place is here, among us. And when her kin entered my chamber, the Theud Elder's burden was lifted. She has no reason to remain in a world crumbling into ruin, all for the ambitions of one old man.
That's not exactly what's happening. That's not how that is. You paint that with a bizarre brush, but it's not just one bizarre old man's feud of dying tradition. In fact, I've broken a lot of tradition going through all these other tribes. It's not about him, it's about Avalon and trying to find a future for Avalon and getting away from the weirdness and the Red Death and all this clusterfuck that Merlin and everybody else seems to have got us into. The Theud are needed in the waking world. Gerfan wants the Dalrida to unite and march for Camelot.
The Theud are not needed by anyone. Gerfan clings to his dreams of unification and retribution, stubbornly picking at wounds that refuse to heal. Tell me, Walker, do you truly believe uniting the Dalrida will change the fate of this world? That marching for Camelot will break the cycle? The Theud have suffered enough. Now they have a choice. Leave this crumbling world behind, or stay and drown with it. You ask me to let them fade into nothingness. I cannot allow that. I don't want to.
Enough. There is no reasoning with the giant's stubborn nature.
Oh shit.
No matter what you say, she'll keep dragging you deeper into the labyrinth of her mind. That is why I ordered the giants to sleep. Their nature was unpredictable. They reveled in strange manipulations, willing to wager their own lives in primitive bets and frivolous games. And so, I speak. Whatever this one demands, grant it. That is the order of the king to whom you swore fealty.
I was wondering how long you would stay silent, letting the human whose body you stole speak for you. You have lasted surprisingly long. I suppose emptiness and oblivion have taught you some humility. Nevertheless, greetings, Arthur. I am glad I have finally dreamt of this moment. The moment I can tell you, face to face, that everything is your fault. Avalon is falling because you existed. Because you continue to exist. This is also the moment I accuse you of murdering my children. And the children of the other giants.
Arthur? What's she talking about?
Your human king got to know us well. When he ordered the giants to sleep, he knew that our children could not dream. Dreaming is something giants grow into with age. Having no choice but to obey, we left our children behind in the waking world. Alone, defenseless, condemned to the coldness of death. Quiestra, the child I once held in my arms, never dreamed with me. While I built layer upon layer of my dreaming, she was dying. But I had time. Enough time to dream of Sonder. A place and a state where death holds no power. There, I will dream, Quiestra. I will give shelter to the entire Theud Tribe, including Yngvi. I will not abandon any more children to the waking world.
Is this true?
I have made many terrible mistakes during my reign, but I always considered what was best for my people. At least, that was my intention. I wanted to make Avalon our home, free from the plague, free from forces that would seek to oppose us. I thought that my return would restore balance, that I could prevent Avalon's fall.
Your idea of what is good is twisted, human king. As for you, mortal, yes, you need the blessing of the tribes to claim the crown. Those were the terms of the sacred pact, but you will have to manage without the Theud. They will all come with me into Sonder. I will care for them as if they were my own children. And I will save them from this world's corruption.
No, you won't. Yngvi has fulfilled her duty to the tribe. Now she must fulfill her duty to the Dalriada. I demand it, as one who aided the Theud.
Indeed. You have the right to make such a demand. The role you played in the fate of the Theud grants you that authority. And Yngvi, she will accept the path laid before her without protest. Perhaps it is only fair that the last of her people remains awake. That some trace of the beautiful children of Theud may endure until the end of time. Very well. So be it. The way to Sonder is closed to Elder Yngvi. Her duty now is to carry the legacy, Tribe. Walker, although you carry fragments of the King's soul within you, the choices are yours to make. I entrust you with the blessing of my rune, hoping you will choose wisely. And you, Arthur, do not think you still command everything. You are a prisoner of your own legacy. It is done. Our long-dreamt-of meeting has come to an end, and I am pleased with the outcome. Leave now, and let us dream.
So is it just Elder Yngvi that is not going into Sonder? Are the rest still going into Sonder? Because that's not what I wanted to happen there, if that's how that went down. I'm not sure based on how the dialogue was. Because I had another option there about waking everybody up. And I picked the one about making demands of somebody who aided the Theud. Let's find out.
Walker in the Wyrdness, you return. Welcome.
Mother releases you from the obligations to enter Sonder. You may join it, but you do not have to.
I don't know what to say. Has Mother sensed my doubts? My true burden? Deep down, I've always felt that Sonder was not my destiny. I envied Theud for joining One-Eye's rebellion and getting to see the world. I envied Taranis for his work with the Alchemists Guild. Now I will have the chance to know real life. But I cannot be the elder of a tribe with no tribe. Perhaps I will join those who refused Mother's call. For the first time in my life, I feel free.
Count on your presence at the moon.
I don't know how Gerfan will react to an elder without a tribe. But, well, he summoned me, so I will come. There is a reason why the Theud made me their elder. My power. despised by the other Delrida, is truly unrivaled. And on the battlefield, a skilled Theud is worth 10 Volker warriors steeped in Mather's fury.
What will happen to the Theud tribe now?
The Theud. We have long been divided between those who follow Mother and those who were deaf to her call. Or at least, that's what we believed. That they were cowards, unfaithful, ungrateful wretches. But I was never convinced by those words. To me, they were simply brothers who dared to walk their own path, even at the cost of eternity. Deep down, I admired them. I am still Theud, and I am young. When I come of age, I can bring more Theud into this world, perhaps even with the help of those who return home one day.
How do you think the rest of the Delrida will react?
It's hard to say, but I don't truly care. They will either accept us, or they won't. But who knows? Perhaps this time we will grow closer to them. I've always thought they envied our direct connection to Mother. With Mother gone, perhaps we will finally build a true rapport.
Are you not afraid they'll be different from the Theud you know?
I am certain they will be. They will believe what they choose to believe. It will be a new beginning. My role as Elder was to guide the Theud of old to the dreaming. But those who come after them will live in the waking world, and I will guide them too. At last, I will be allowed to grow up. And I'll admit, I cannot wait.
Do you regret not entering Sonder?
I know I will always
Yeah, so
wonder what
we
Sonder
lost
would
most of the
have been
tribe
like.
here into the dreaming, but
And I know my
we also
heart
got
will
what we
grieve for
wanted
my kin.
because we've broken
But something
the cycle
tells
of
me
this.
path is not closed to me forever. If there truly is a place we go after death, perhaps it is Sonder. That would also align with Runa's claim that Sonder is a trap, and that, in truth, everyone dies before entering Sonder. Maybe he was right. If so, then when I die, my soul will awaken in Sonder. I will see my tribe again. And finally, I will meet Mother. That is what I have decided to believe. See you at the moot, Walker in the Wyrdness. Thank you for everything you've done for us.
Yeah. That is all tribe quests taken care of. We have the Theud, the Volker, the Ulfa, and the Svine. And that would be the perfect spot to wrap this one up before we go back there and see what all that fun stuff is going to be about. So thank you for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, please do check out those links in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned and I'll see you soon with more Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.